What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissists Code. I am your favorite mentally ill narcissist, Lee Hammock, aka Mr. Mental Illness from TikTok and Instagram and whatnot if you don't follow me on there. Today's episode is going to be about the phenomenon known as reactive abuse. This is one of the main questions that I see on TikTok and on Instagram, and one of the main things that people want me to address. So if you don't know what reactive abuse is, it's when a narcissist pokes and prods at you, does everything to you, like picks on you, nags at you just to get you out of character, and then you react like how you react out of character yourself. Like if you're a nice, sweet, kind person, you end up being a screaming, raging monster towards the narcissist. And a lot of times the narcissist will sit there calm, and you'll be screaming, crying, hitting them, doing things like that, while the narcissist is sitting there calm, cool, collected, sometimes smiling or smirking or something like that, and sometimes recording you. That's what reactive abuse is, pretty much just to get you out of character. And from the I guess the empath perspective, or the perspective of the narcissistic abuse survivor, reactive abuse is a terrible thing. You feeling it, you out of character. Reactive abuse will have you questioning who the actual narcissist is in your relationship, because you'll see things about screaming, yelling, deflection and stuff like that, and you're like, wait, that sounds like me, but it's not you. That's a result of the reactive abuse, because it causes confusion and like you're out of character. It's like an out of body experience from you. But we're not talking about from the empath perspective today. Today, we're going to be talking about from the perspective of the narcissist, me. Because if this is your first time here, I am a diagnosed person with narcissistic personality disorder. And reactive abuse, from my point of view, is, it's going to sound bad. Let me preface this. This is a narcissist channel, so it might trigger you. It's going to sound bad, but like reactive abuse is, to a narcissist, is beautiful. Do you know how like strong and powerful it makes a person feel to be able to control your emotions, and to be able to push and prod you, and be able to like know everything that makes you tick to the point where it gets you to explode, or to act differently, or to become a different person? You know how powerful that makes a person feel? That's why narcissists do it. That's why we do it. Like, not if I'm having a bad day, you come home and just like, okay, she's having a good day. Nope. We all gonna have a bad day today. So you start to poke and prod her until she explodes, she screams, and you record her. Or you like, hey, who's the crazy one now? You said that I was crazy? Look who's yelling and screaming. Why are you yelling at me? Why are you screaming at me? I've been talking to you in this calm tone this whole time, but now you're yelling and screaming at me. So who is the narcissist here? Who's the crazy one here? And a lot of times it will have you, the empath or the abuse survivor, questioning like whether or not that you are the actual narcissist. It'll make your mind turn. It'll make your head spin and things like that. But for the narcissist, we're sitting there like in our heads like, yes, like how powerful am I to be able to do this to a person, to be able to do this to another human being? Like, it's the result. And a lot, like, this is gonna sound like, again, y'all, it's gonna sound twisted, but like, it's also a form of like, it could turn the narcissist on. Like, I don't know what it is about reactive abuse, but like when you get to the point where you can control somebody's like emotions and temper, and get them to scream and yell at you, it's like a turn on. Like, it's just like, wow, you're a different person. I want you right now. I need you right now. So a lot of times, if you've been experiencing reactive abuse, a lot of times the narcissist, you might end up, he's like, wait, we just had makeup, sex or whatever, and it was great, but like getting to that point was like getting to the point of the great makeup sex was like, terrible. But in the narcissist's mind, it wasn't terrible. It was a build up to that point. It's just like, it's like a control thing. I know a lot of people on my social media compare it to like being a dom in like BDSM type stuff, and I get it. Because like narcissists want that control. We want to control control literally everything. We want to control how you look, how you talk, how you act, how you process things, how your emotions. We want to know what makes you tick so we can make you explode like that. Anyway, we want to know how to control you. So because we can't, I think it gets a little deeper, because I think we want to know how to control you because we can't really control ourselves. Like sometimes, like in our lives, like we don't feel in control of anything. Like nothing in life makes sense. So to make it make sense, we come home and we just, suck the life out of the house, suck the life out of the room and things like that. We poke you, we prod you, and and look, reactive abuse can and will be used against you, especially if the narcissist pulls out their phone and records it. Because you'll look like the crazy one. A narcissist will literally make you explode on them, record it, and threaten to post it on social media. Or sometimes they will post it on social media. Sometimes they'll post you screaming, you hitting them, you throwing stuff at them. They'll post that to social media to make it seem like you were the bad guy. And social media is quick. Like the context doesn't matter a lot of times on social media. So they'll jump to the immediate conclusion that you are they'll jump to the immediate conclusion that you are the aggressor, that the person behind the door, the person that's screaming and yelling, you are the aggressor. But I see a lot of times, like sometimes nowadays, I'll see videos posted like that on TikTok, and I'll see people in the comment section asking like, now what did you do to her to get her to that point? Or what did you do to him to get him to that point? Like, there's more than one side to every story, and this video is only showing us one side. So people are becoming hip to it, but it's still not enough people becoming hip to it to the point where, to do anything about it, because those comments and stuff get drowned out by the amount of comments saying, hey, you need to leave him, hey, you need to leave her. Those comments, like the good comments that you see people questioning it, they get thrown out really, really quick, because they get just drowned and pushed to the bottom because people don't like them, people don't respond to them and things like that. Like I said, it can and will be used against you. Like reactive abuse is not, it doesn't necessarily have to be like via, like in person. It can be via text message. Like we can say stuff to you through text message we can say stuff to you through text message to trigger you and get a crazy response through text message. And you'll send your crazy texts, you'll rage out through text message, we'll screenshot it, we'll post it. Or we'll screenshot it and save it for later. Say, hey, you just know, like, I got this. And people, like, I've seen people's stories on TikTok where, like, the reactive abuse has been used against them in court. In court, y'all. The reactive abuse has been so bad to them that they've got out of character so much that it's been used against them in court. So the best thing, so to me, like, how to counteract the reactive abuse to me and how to protect yourself best is to not, like, it's going to sound bad. I mean, it's going to sound like weakness, but it's not. It's actually a strength. Is to not react. Because the narcissist, like, we want to push your buttons. And if we can't push your buttons, then there's no, if we can't push your buttons, you win. And sometimes if we don't get the reaction we want, we'll go to a different thing to try to get a reaction. Like, a narcissist will sit there and talk junk about you, like talk junk about your appearance. But if that's not working, we'll switch it really, really quick to something that we know is going to hurt you, like your relationship with your dad or your mom, your relationship with your brothers, like how your education level, just anything to get you to snap. But like I said, like, because it literally, when I'm getting screamed and yelled at, I don't know, it turns me on. Like, I know it sounds weird, I know it sounds bad, but I'm just trying, like I said, my goal here is to just 100% try to keep it real with y'all and come. I know people are going to judge me and say some negative stuff about me. I expect it. I expect it, but I mean, should I get it? But I definitely expect it, because like I live this. This is my life, y'all. I'm not giving y'all a, just an inner look at my mind, how my mind works and things like that. And, sometimes it sucks. It sucks being a narcissist, because people are going to judge me regardless. Like, because I let them know that I'm a narcissist, people will immediately judge me. They don't care. They don't care about anything. And I don't know. I'm not looking for, sympathy or anything like that. But that's just 100% how it is. And how does it get me to react so fast? So a question I got on TikTok was also, how does he get me to react so fast? Maybe like 5 minutes into a fight, and he's so overwhelming. Because he gets you to react so fast because he knows what triggers you the most. That's why, like, narcissists are literally like, like little information gatherers. Like, just want to collect all the information we can to use against people later. Like that's when I first meet somebody. In my last episode, like I said, when I first meet somebody, I'm gathering information to protect myself. Even against my wife, even with my girlfriends, even against my cousins, my new friends, my coworkers, my best friends. I'm gathering information to use against them because I know, because in case they hurt me, I need to be able to hurt you worse. So that's what the reaction comes from right there. That's literally what it is right there. Go past the little warning. I'm just going to read a couple more questions on here, y'all. Do you consider silent treatment a form of reactive abuse? I don't know. Because silent treatment has to come from, I feel like the silent treatment has to come directly from the narcissist. So I guess the silent treatment can lead to reactive abuse. Because like if you are talking to me or you talking to your narcissist and you feel like you're not being heard, you might start yelling and screaming. So you can't hear me when I'm talking low, so I want to talk loud. And you might start hitting me and stuff like that. So silent treatment can definitely lead to some, reactive abuse. It can lead you to react a different way to get a reaction from us. Like you want to make sure that you're heard. So you start yelling, you start screaming, you start sending mean text messages, that you normally wouldn't send. You start getting out of character and cussing and stuff like that, So I think that might be it. Y'all, I'm trying to keep this a little short because, guess what, y'all? I'm having a baby tonight. My wife is having contractions, so we'll probably be having a baby tonight or tomorrow morning sometime. So I'm keeping this a little short. I'm talking kind of fast because, baby watch. We're on baby watch, y'all. Why does he think the reactive abuse is worse than what he's done to cause it? That's the question, y'all. He said, hey, Lee, why does he think the reactive abuse is worse than what he's done to cause it? Because it's like, I know every action deserves a reaction, So even because we see as because we're not typically to get reactive abuse. We're not yelling and screaming at you. We're like saying, like me, a covert narcissist. I'm saying stuff in a subtle tone. I'm saying stuff slowly and just kind of passive aggressively and in a low tone, so it doesn't seem as bad. You're yelling and screaming, so in my mind, you're yelling and screaming outweighs me talking about your dad. Talking about your mom or whatever. So like I say, I talked about your mom in a low, calm tone. It was the truth, so you reacted negatively. So that's why in his mind, in your narcissist's mind, that's probably why the reactive abuse to him is greater than what he said to you. But anyways, y'all, like I said, I'm keeping this thing short. I'm going to try to keep them 12, 15-minute episodes and whatnot, so I'm not overwhelming y'all and talking all day and whatnot and babbling. But anyways, like and subscribe to this thing. Look, book is in the making. The book is going to be fire. I was writing it last night. It's going to be fire. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Peace.